gotta love the music. You gotta love the music. Something smooth, something chill. You feel me? Something smooth and chill. Gotta just chill. You gotta just chill. We chilling today. It's Thursday. It's a cold day. We all chilling in a warm, chill crib. You feel me? Some of us are at work. But we all chilling, man. It's a peaceful environment today. It's a peaceful environment today. You feel me? Yo, what is good, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy Persona of Gaming with Persona, host of When Persona Speaks, host of When Persona Interviews, and one half of the host of What's Up PlayStation podcast every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. And oh my God, hold on, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I appreciate y'all being here. I know it's been a minute. I'm gonna explain myself. Give me a second. But guys, can we let the song rock for like a couple more seconds? Can we? Can we let the song rock for a couple more seconds, guys? I'm asking questions here. Can we let the song rock for just a couple more seconds? Cause y'all can't tell me this ain't smooth. Oh. When I first heard this, I was like, oh yeah, this is the start and soon music right here. I had to make sure that I had this on the list of music that I play. You feel me? Cause this is smooth right here, guys. This is, listen, I love music. And I love all types of music, you feel me? And this right here, this was all me, man. Hey, I'm saying though, you see how like it just ride the beat, just ride nice and smooth. You riding down the highway, you got this blasting. You feel me? You just peaceful. Things is peaceful in life. You feel me? Hey, all right, that's enough of that. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, what is good? How y'all feeling today, man? First off, I've missed y'all. I gotta be 100% honest with you. I've missed y'all. I definitely have. I've missed doing podcasts and stuff like that. But listen, your boy has been gaming. Your boy has been gaming something serious. You understand what I say? I've been gaming. You feel me? First off, shout out to everybody that's here right now. ISA, Baltimore's Blue Mustang in the building. Buck Rogers in the building. Shout out to the lurkers, to the people that are just kind of just chilling and don't really type in the chat. Shout out to y'all as well. And y'all already know I got to start off with a round of applause for the people in the chats. I said, round of applause for the people in the chats. Yo, man, listen, I've missed y'all. I really have. And I definitely wanted to make sure that I got my thoughts out there in terms of the greatest that is the PlayStation 5. Y'all see the title of this video. Y'all see the title of the podcast, and you know exactly what we're about to be talking about today. It is all PlayStation 5 all the time. This show is dedicated to the PlayStation 5. Yo, Batter A, what's good? I just got my PS5 messing around in the settings. As you should. Enjoy that, sir. You are in for a treat. Welcome to Next Gen. Yo, J-Run, what's good? How you feeling, man? Listen, greatness, guys. We are in the next generation, right? The next generation being the PlayStation 5. And I got to be honest, last week was a very interesting week for me. Needless to say, got my PlayStation 5. I was worried. So let me tell you guys a story time real quick. Let me tell you guys a story, right? So also, let me know how the sound is, guys. Let me know if my sound is too loud, too low. Let me know that in the chat. So, let's start last week, right? Last week, I was worried because Walmart is the one that I was worried about the most, right? Because with the PlayStation Direct console that I got through the invitation, my digital console, I already knew that was good, right? I already knew that was good. Like, I wasn't worried about that, whatever. It was the Walmart console that I was worried about because that one, technically, even though I ordered multiple consoles, I had buyers that already solidified those consoles. So I wanted to make sure that those consoles got in because, obviously I got customers and whatnot that these consoles have to go to, right? So the Walmart one, that one was the one that was worrying the hell out of me because they did not provide no updates. They didn't provide any type of tracking information. And this is like a day before and the day of, the day before. We'll say the day before the day of, right? Then I get the day of the console launch on the 12th, I get a knock at the door. And, it's the Walmart PlayStation 5. And I'm like, oh, Walmart giving it up like that? Where they ain't even tell me what's good. They were just like, yo, look, it's just going to get to the door. And funny enough, you know what's funny? I had tracking information for all my other consoles and whatnot, right? Walmart was the only one that didn't provide any type of concrete tracking information right away, right? Or early. And Walmart's console was technically the first one to, well, that one in my digital, like they kind of came together because everything was shipped through FedEx. That was the one that came first, right? And I'm just like, whoa, like, yo, you really came first? Like, that's funny. Pause, by the way. But yo, Zuni, what's up? Damien said, yo, Persona, I started to join you on Destiny 2 last night. Listen, man, Destiny 2 is I'm just waiting for that next gen patch. I need that 60 frames per second. I love Destiny. Destiny is one of my favorite games of last gen, and they came out with the new expansion about a week ago. So I was definitely had to make sure that you're definitely gonna be seeing me play Destiny, because that's one of my favorite games, right? And they came out with the new expansion. But so I was definitely worried, but I gotta be honest, and you guys can ask Bari. Shout out to Bari. I was definitely talking to Bari quite a bit on the launch of the console because I was worried that shit wasn't gonna get delivered, and if it didn't get delivered, I was gonna be pissed off, and I was really gonna go out to the shipping facility and be like, yo, look, give me the console. Like, you ain't got to deliver it to my house. Like, yo, just straight up give me the console. Like, here's my ID. I don't need y'all to do that. Like, listen, just give it to me, because y'all taking too long, and y'all starting to stress me out. You get what I'm saying? So the launch of the console was, well, and this is why I wanted to make sure that I did it today, because today is actually the launch in Europe of the PlayStation 5. So everybody in the world has the PlayStation 5 right now. You feel me? So we are good. You feel me? Everybody's got it. Now we could really sit down, talk about it, and give our thoughts, right? So one thing I want to put out there right away. One thing that I most definitely want to put out there right away. The PlayStation 5 is greatness. Like, let's get straight to the point, right? I turned on the PlayStation 5 and I was just like, I couldn't believe it, right? One thing I'll say, right, and I got to be honest here, right? One thing that I'll say, when I first got the PlayStation 5, I don't know if you guys remember, I think it was on What's Up PlayStation podcast, or it might have been on a personal podcast that I was doing on my channel. But I remember I kept saying that I hated how some of these early review copies, when people that were getting the console early, how they were saying like, oh wow, the box is big, or they were like, oh wow, the console's big. I was like, yo man, like we get it, the console's big or whatever, but like everyone keeps saying it, so I kind of felt like that was being exaggerated, right? And obviously I didn't have the console at the time, but I gotta be honest with y'all. When I opened the when I opened up the shipping box and pulled the console out, I actually said the same thing. I said, damn, this a big ass box. It's funny, that's the first thing that came out my mouth. It's like, damn. When I pulled it out, I was like, damn, this a big ass box. Right? So, I was like, damn, I guess what people were saying in those unboxings was like legit how they felt in that moment. Because I legit uttered the same words when I opened my console. I was like, damn, that's a big ass box. Then when I opened the console, when I opened up the console box and I started like delving in and pulled the console out, I was like, damn, that's a big console. I was like, yo, what is wrong with me? Like, yo, why am I so surprised at this? And listen, guys, I'm going to be honest here. It's a big boy, right? Oh, my console's a girl. It's a big boy. It's got some weight to it. You feel me? Now listen, it ain't over exaggerated where like, it's gonna take half your apartment space up, right? But this console is it's tall, right? Like it's not, and I got the digital, like I have the digital edition, and the console's not like super thick. It's really tall, right? It's a very tall console, and for me, I have it sitting on my desk, and I don't have it laying horizontal. I have it standing vertically. Like I have the stand, and we're going to talk about that stand and stuff in a second, right? We're going to talk about that, trust me. But I have it standing up, and, even standing up, like it stands tall, it stands proud. It's a very tall console, right? And it's kind of thick, like it's not OD thick. I think the disc-based version, and this is just my opinion, what I'm about to say, some of y'all might not like this, and that's okay, but this is just my opinion. I think the disc-based version of the console makes the console look bigger than what it is because it's got the disc drive, right? And I think the curvature of the console, the digital version just looks so sleek. It's formed better. Like the form factor just looks so much better in the digital version of the PlayStation 5, in my opinion, of course. Like, if you got the disc-based version, that girl got a big booty, that's a big back there, you feel me? But, when it comes to the digital version of the PlayStation 5, me personally, I'm so glad that I opted for this instead of the disc-based version, because it just, especially when I'm like looking at it while I'm playing a game, or like I look at it or whatever, it just looks more appealing to me sitting on my desk as opposed to the disc-based version. That's just my opinion, guys. I know some of you guys might not like that. That's cool, but that's kind of just how I feel in the moment. I just love the digital one. The digital one it's sleek. You get what I'm saying? But the console itself is in terms of like the outside, it's the basic stuff. One thing I'll say I do love is I love how the light bar is positioned, right? So what I mean by that is, the light bar is at the top of the console, and it's kind of housed, like it's kind of pushed in where the light reflects off the panels of the console, like the front and back of the plates, the front back plates, right? So if you're playing it at night, right, and you look and you just see like this whole front part of the top front part of the console is just lit up, right? It's very bright. I can appreciate that. Now, it's not too bright where it's overbearing, especially if like, you're playing at night and it's not super bright, but it's bright enough to where if you're playing it at night and you look over, you just see this nice, bright, beautiful console sitting there, and you're just like, damn, this thing is on point. You get what I'm saying? So I do appreciate the contours of the console and the design. Like I really can appreciate the design. And again, especially as a digital console, you guys know I've been digital only since 2017, right? Having the digital console itself is definitely, for me, I think it was the best purchase. And I love it. Now, if I would have had to, like, if stock was so limited to where I would have had to have had the physical, I would have been fine with that as well. But I think for me personally, I want the digital, right? The digital looks best to me. It's on point. Now, let's talk about the stand, right? Because we all know, for all of us that we're on social media, we follow a bunch of different people, a bunch of different podcasts and things like this. We know that one of the biggest, quote unquote, biggest issues that a lot of people had was the fact that you had to use a screw to screw in the stand in order to stand this console up vertically. There was a few people that had issues, and there's a lot of jokes going around about, oh, well, I got to use a screwdriver. What if I don't have a screwdriver? What if I don't have this? Blah, blah. I'm like, and to me, I'm just like, so nobody here has eating utensils. No one has a butter knife sitting in their drawer, right? No one has the back of a spoon. No one has not even the back of a spoon, just the spoon itself. No one has a spoon sitting in their drawer. No one has a fork, right? No one has a quarter, a dime, a nickel, a penny. No one has any of this sitting around their house, right? Because it's not a traditional 4-star screw that's required, that comes with it. It's a flathead screw that comes with the stand. So you really can use anything to screw this in. And I proved this, and I was, it's funny too. When I first got the console, I was going to take a picture of my drill set, because I do have like a drill and all, like I do have a drill and all this stuff, right? So I was going to take a picture of the drill with the console and be like, I'm ready to install a stand, but Bob the Persona the builder or whatever, right? I was going to make that joke on Twitter. I was like, fuck it. I said, I said, you know what? No, let me go a little bit simpler, right? Let me use a quarter. And that's what I did. I used a quarter to install the stand. And I posted the picture of it on Twitter. If you guys follow me, you've seen it, right? And I'm like, look, this is what I use to install the stand without issue. You know what I'm saying? No issues, right? So I just, and it's funny too, because when the console came out, we really didn't see a lot of issues with people installing the stand. You get what I'm saying? There wasn't a whole lot of issues. I wasn't seeing a lot of tweets from people complaining about, oh, I don't know how to install the stand, or oh, I don't know, I don't have any type of tool to install the stand, because you really don't need tools per se. You really can use anything around the house that is a flat surface, that is flat, right? And you can really use that to install the stand, right? So that was very simple. Like a 3-year-old can do this, really. Understand? So the stand itself, one thing I will say, I don't want to say this is a complaint per se, but this was definitely something that I kind of wish was kind of explained a little bit better. And maybe this is my fault for not really reading the instructions 100%, but I'll still mention it anyway, right? So when I was installing the stand to stand the console up vertically, I thought that there would be some type of hook, or something to latch the stand onto, because the way the stand works is it's a stand, and then it's also this attachment in the back that's like this hook type of arm, this hook arm that you can, like, if you wanted to stand it vertically, you would hook it onto the back vents of the console and then turn the console vertically, and that's how you would, you know, lay it flat, right? But if you want to stand it up, right, there is nothing to hook the backhands of the stand on. It's just you have to position the screw and the hook backs with the you have to align it with the back vents, and then you just screw it in, right? I thought that there would be something on the back of the on the back vents when you're standing it vertically to hook it to the back and be able to, you know, just screw it in like that. So the screw really is the main support of the stand if you want to stand it up vertically. So that's something to keep in mind if you want to stand the console up vertically, because like for like 5 minutes, you know, I'll admit it, for like 5 minutes, I'm trying to like hook it onto the back vent. I'm like, yo, why won't it hook? Like, why won't it hook and stay still so that I can screw it in? And there's nothing to hook, right? Yo, Corey, what's good, bro? Fleshy in the building. Fleshy, what's good, man? He says, I need it. I know, bro. I know, man. Man, I know. Yo, Dribble Piss in the building. I had a PS5 in my cart ready to pay them. The site crashed and I lost my order. God damn it. Oh, no. And what's up at 6:30 a.m. over here? Yo, Tribble, man, I appreciate you coming through. And that sucks, man. I know I know everyone's trying to get that PlayStation 5 right now. And I know it sucks right now that there's a lot of people that, you know, they think they got it, and then the site crashes, or they can't get it because the console keeps going in and out of stock. This is what greatness does. Let's be real here. This is what greatness does. Greatness has people up and ready to go. Like when I was trying to pre-order the consoles, I was up and ready to go. You feel me? I know a lot of people that are like staying up late. I see these streams on YouTube now, like especially because I was looking up like PlayStation 5 launch videos like a couple weeks back, just to kind of see, not launch but pre-order videos of like people that were going to like GameStops and Best Buys and different places trying to pre-order console. So now I keep seeing these in like my recommendeds. I keep seeing these PlayStation 5 pre-order streams of people streaming themselves trying to order PlayStation 5s from like Target, Best Buy, Walmart online. And I'm like, yo, and I be seeing like 6, 7, 8, 10, 15 streams of people wanting to like try to get this console. I'm like, yo, this is like the demand for this console is definitely real, right? And it's going to be real for quite some time because, and we're going to get into the launch lineup and stuff like that. But you know, the demand for this console is real. It's real, right? We see people all around trying to buy this console and get this console. Like it's people want this console because it's greatness, man. Greatness. That's what it is. The hook fits into the lower section of vents at the bottom of the console. Yes, but it doesn't hook into it. It just positions itself there and aligns itself with the vents itself. Yo, Teal, what's good, bro? Appreciate you coming through. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to everybody here, man. Another round of applause. Oops. No. Oops. I did the wrong thing. There we go. I did the I pressed the wrong button. Round of applause for people in the chat. I definitely pressed the wrong button, right? So that's the outside of the console. And again, the plastic plates on the console itself look and feel great. Like I'm touching it right now, and it doesn't. It's sturdy. Like it's sturdy. Like it feels nice. I can appreciate it. I can really appreciate it. One thing I do like too. Let's talk about this 3D headset, man. Real quick. We're gonna touch on the accessories just real fast. So the 3D headset. Listen, if you don't have the 3D headset, buy it. that's like the most straightforward I can be about it. I like the 3D headset quite a bit, and the cool thing about it, and I don't know if this was intentional or not. I don't think it was intentional, but I used it for this as well. You can actually, if you don't have like a headset stand on your desk or wherever you're sitting it, and you need a place to rest the headset, you can actually sit the headset over the console. Shout out to Bari. I saw that what Bari did. I was like, damn, that's actually a good idea. So I tried it myself, and I'm like, yeah, this is actually a dope place to sit the headset on the console, right? So the headset itself, the sound quality is really good. So the games that I tested it on was Astro Playroom, Miles Morales, and what was the other one? Demon Souls, right? And the sound quality with this headset is quite amazing, actually. Especially, it's what's funny? I think you hear it the most. Like, if you really want to test how good the headset is, if you do buy it and you buy the PS5 and things like that, the best test of it is actually Miles Morales, right? Because Miles Morales is a bustling city. Obviously, it's New York City. And as you're swinging through, you hear people talking. You hear cars honking and driving. And you hear just the sounds of New York, right? And when you're swinging in Miles Morales on PlayStation 5 and you're using the 3D headset, you really hear everything. When I say everything, I mean you hear when he lets go of his web, and then he shoots out another web to keep swinging. You hear when he's swinging, like you hear the wind, kind of him cutting through the wind as he's swinging. You hear the people talking. You hear the cars. You hear the trucks. You hear the gun sounds. You hear the hits when he's fighting, right? You hear when he's running, right? When he runs off a wall, if he sticks to a wall or running on the ground or whatever. You hear a lot of that stuff. Or one of the cool things too is, so say if you're doing stealth with Spider-Man, right? And you are trying to do a ceiling takedown, right? When you kind of use the rope to kind of propel down, you hear the rope as it's coming out of his shooters, and it's pretty impressive, right? I can appreciate the headset, and I like the headset quite a bit. I've been using it for a while. Another one. listen, especially for my Call of Duty heads out there. The headset with Call of Duty. Oh God. Oh man, listen. The headset with Call of Duty is it's paramount. You understand? Reason why I say that is because the sound whoring in Call of Duty it's always been a thing. I mean, we've all sound whored in COD from Modern Warfare 2. You get what I mean? And this game is no different. If you're using the 3D headsets and you're hearing footsteps, the footsteps are extremely accurate when you're using a headset. Like, if they're coming from your right side, then you're gonna hear them. You're gonna hear the right headset. The right ear cup is gonna be like where you hear the footsteps. If it comes from the left, right? If they're coming from like right in front of you, you're gonna hear it equally through both ears. Like, it's pretty on point when it comes to the sounds and even the gun sounds, right? Shout out to Call of Duty and shout out to Black Ops, because I was really worried about Call of Duty and how great it was going to be. Just because of how bad the betas were, or at least how bad my experiences were with the beta. As a Call of Duty vet, like, I've been playing COD for over 10 years, so I know how COD should play and how they should be. So I was worried, but they've done a pretty good job. There's some things they need to be changed, but that's a separate stream, right? And so the headset itself is really on point and really does a good job of differentiating the sounds of where it's coming from, how accurate the sound is, how loud it is. Like, the headset can get pretty loud, Like, even I've got it. Yo, Logical, what's good, man? Blue Mustang, G Jr., what's up? What's up? Blue Mustang said, I couldn't get a Sony headset. I'm using the Astro A40 plug directly into my controller, and I still get the 3D audio. I just ordered the Arctic 7Ps. Yo, as an Astro player, as an Astro user, I've been using Astros for quite a few years now. And I haven't tried my Astro A40 TRs yet. I'll probably do that this weekend. But I'll be honest, because, like, I don't really... Yo, Andre, 6K, what's good, bro? I don't really like wireless headsets, right? Especially when I'm doing long gaming sessions, right? Or, with the Bluetooth, especially on the PlayStation. I guess I'll just use the PlayStation 4. I didn't really like using wireless headsets on the PlayStation 4 because they picked up a lot of background noise. They died. The interference with the Bluetooth wasn't as great. And so, like, sometimes the sound would cut out. And I just really wasn't feeling, my experience with wireless headsets on the PlayStation 4 just wasn't that great, right? So that's why I opted to use wired headsets. And, my go-tos have always been Astro. I love Astros. And so Astro A40s has just been my go-to for the majority, if not all, of the PlayStation 4 generation, right? So with the 3D Pulse headsets, I was a bit apprehensive about picking them up at first just because I'm so against wireless headsets, right? I'm very, very hardcore against wireless headsets. Like, I do not like wireless headsets. I have to be honest with you guys. I don't, right? And obviously the ease of use, which, you can walk around your house with these things, whatever. I get that. But for me personally, I just don't really like wireless headsets. But even me being someone that prefers a wired headset, the 3D Pulse headsets shines as a very good headset when I'm trying to experience these games with PlayStation 5, right? I can appreciate that, honestly. Like, I do like the headset. And that's I ain't just trying to sell you guys a product, you feel me? Like, you can buy them or you don't. I think they're great, right? The sound is actually really good. And even the sound to voice chat ratio is pretty good as well. So what I mean is, when you have all of the audio coming through the headset, obviously you've got the party chat audio and you've also got the game chat audio. It does a good job of balancing the audio out when you kind of change, when you play around with the sound equalizer on the headset, because it's got two different sound settings on the headset. So it's got the game chat to voice chat sound bar thing, whatever you want to call it, where you can adjust that. But it also has obviously the game audio, like the entire master sound equalizer as well. So you can choose how loud and how low you want that to be, which I think is pretty good as well. Then it has voice monitoring, which I'm not sure what that is just yet. I have to do some research on that. Yo, Get This Work, what's good? So Batter says, so far, I'm not impressed with the Pulse 3D headset audio in Demon Souls. Hopefully it's better in Astrobot. I think where it shines the most for me personally is Miles Morales and Call of Duty. So far, the Pulse 3D headset shines the most in COD and in Spider-Man. That I will say. And the reason why I can't really speak to Demon Souls too much just yet is because I've only put an hour into Demon Souls. So I can't really say, confirm or deny my experience with Demon Souls just yet. Don't worry, I'm going to put a lot of time into that going into next week, because I got a whole week and a half, almost 2 weeks off from work. So I'm really excited about that. So I'll really be able to put a lot of time in. But the headset is fire. Now, we're going to talk about the controller last, because that is just an entire experience in itself. The charging station is dope as well. It's a charging station, right? I don't really need to spend, too much time on this, right? But the charging station is dope. I like how it looks, and I also like that it's one of the things I can appreciate the most about the charging station is it's its own external power source. So it's not pulling anything from the PlayStation 5. You do not have to plug, you do not plug the charging station into the PlayStation to power everything up. No, it comes with its own power brick and cord and stuff like that, and you plug it into your power strip, into the wall, wherever, and it charges controllers and things like that independently. The other thing I like about it as well is the fact that it stops charging once the controller is fully charged, which is, I love that, because, you're not using two or three controllers all the time, right? So where the hell are you gonna sit these things? You're gonna let it charge all the way and then just no, it's gonna sit there and rest. So I like the fact that it also stops charging at that as well. It's again, guys, it's a charging station. I don't really need to spend too much time on that, right? Let's get to the controller. Let's get to the controller, because the controller is something that I really need you guys to understand, right? For those that have the PlayStation 5 already, you know what I'm talking about when I talk about this, right? For those that do not have the PlayStation 5, I need you guys to understand something. Understand something, right? With the PlayStation 4, the PlayStation 4's generation-defining feature was the share button. We see this with how Nintendo implemented their console, and we also see this with how Xbox has implemented their Series X and Series S consoles this generation. The share button was an industry-defining feature last generation for the PlayStation 4, right? Being able to share your experiences with the world, but the press of a button is paramount, right? And honestly, it is a staple in how we are going to experience and really experience games moving forward. Like, moving forward, that share button, something that PlayStation ushered in to gaming, is now just it's just a part of the features of a console now, right? It's expected to be there moving forward. So with PlayStation 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, it's always going to be there, right? Paramount. Now, this generation, for me personally, right? This is my opinion, guys. I understand a lot of people may disagree. A lot of people may. It's fine. My opinion, right? The PlayStation 5 DualSense controller has the potential. I won't say it is right now because we're still very early in the gen. It's just a week, whatever. But I'm going to say, based off my experiences so far, this controller has the potential to be the industry-defining features this generation with the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, right? Because the adaptive triggers, the haptic feedback, listen, these things are not just some walk in the park, right? These aren't just some fly-by-night features that were just shoehorned into a console to make it look like this is a much more next-gen experience. There clearly has been time and effort put into creating this DualSense controller. I'll explain. Let's start with Astrobot. Everyone gets Astrobot for free, and honestly speaking, outside of Call of Duty, and we'll speak to Call of Duty in a second, honestly speaking, Astrobot is probably the first game you should really, if you really want to see the potential of what this controller can do at maximum, it's most definitely going to be Astrobot. I strongly suggest you guys try. You don't have to beat Astrobot. You ain't got to plat it. But I would say play through a few levels with Astrobot so that you can really see how great this console, how great this controller will be. Yo, Mr. Fireman 106, what's up, man? This control, let's just start with the haptic feedback, right? Yo, the way the vibrations move through the controller is just wild. It's just really wild. It is wild. Yo, Arcade, what's good, bro? It is wild how accurate the vibrations through the controller are. I'll give an example. So in Astrobot, when you're in CPU Plaza, right, and you're walking on metal, right, it makes like this tink noise, the tink, 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 right? But when you're holding the controller, you feel the tinks in the controller. So what I mean, and it's really hard to explain. The DualSense is most definitely something that you have to experience yourself. I'll start there, right? The way I explain it, some of you guys are going to probably think, oh, Persona, you full of shit, or Persona. I don't think it's really like that. It really is something that you have to experience for yourselves. I'm going to be honest. Like, this is something with the DualSense controller, it really at its core is something you must experience for yourself, right? You just have to. But I will try my best to explain. So say he's walking on metal, Astrobot is walking on metal or whatever. The way you feel it in your controller it's not just a vibration of the entire controller. It's a precise vibration in a specific area of the controller. So what I mean is, if it's like a tink, 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 if he's walking on metal, it's like a tink, 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 and you feel it like that. Like it's like Morse code. You know, Morse code is like, it feels like that when you're using a controller. I sound stupid the way I'm explaining this. I know, guys. Don't laugh at me. But that's how it feels. Or like if it's raining, you feel the raindrops falling on Astrobot individually in the controller. So what I mean is, it's not just like just one vibration of it's like like the raindrops are falling in precise areas of the it it really is crazy. It really is crazy. Like, I swear it is. I sound so foolish explaining this. Like I for y'all that got the PS5 and using the DualSense, you understand what I mean. I sound foolish explaining this. I know some of you guys that got the PS5 that don't have the PS5 are probably listening to this like, what is this man talking about? Listen, I cannot lie to you. This is exactly how it feels on the controller. It's crazy, right? With Spider-Man, right? So one of the cool things about Spider-Man is, at least for me, one of the cool things is that, so say you want to do like a super jump, right? You'll feel him charging his jump in the controller, cause you'll hear it too, which is crazy. It'll when he's charging his jump, you'll hear the controller go, or you'll hear it in the game. It's not the controller, it's the game. He'll go zzz, right? That lets you know that your jump is fully charged. But the way you feel it in the controller is from the top of the controller handles all the way down to the tip, right? Where when he's charging his jump, the feel of the charge while you're holding that controller is gonna go all the way through your hands, right? Like, or the handles, and you'll feel it. It's not gonna be all felt through the entire controller. It's only gonna be felt through specific sections as it charges, and you'll feel the vibration actually moving through the controller. It's not all in one central place. So if he's charging his jump, you'll feel zzz, and it's moving all the way through the hand. It's yo, it really is fucking crazy. Like, y'all don't understand. It's crazy. Like, it's yo. I pray that all developers moving forward utilizes these features of the controller, because it's going to heighten the experience of the games. I swear it will. I swear it will, guys. I can't make this shit up. I swear it will. Right? Then, so that's how the haptic feedback is. It's crazy. Now let's get to these adaptive triggers. Yo, man. Ain't it great being a PlayStation gamer? Ain't it great, man? Like, I'm just thinking about these experiences just after a week, and I'm just like, yo, man, like, this is just the beginning, and like, I'm already feeling like this, man. Hey, yo, PlayStation Nation, stand up, man. Like, yo, man, it's oh man, I love it. Anyway, so with the adaptive triggers, right? The way the triggers work with the adaptive triggers is it's pretty much how it sounds, right? It's an adaptive trigger. The triggers, the resist or lack thereof of the triggers is going to be based upon what game you're playing or what you're doing within a game. What I mean is, and I'm going to, instead of using Astrobot, although Astrobot, I'm going to speak to how the adaptive triggers work there. I want to start with Call of Duty. I really want to start with Call of Duty, and the reason why I want to start with Call of Duty is you are going to get the craziest, and I wouldn't recommend this in multiplayer. I'll start there. I wouldn't recommend using the adaptive triggers in multiplayer just because the resistance of a lot of the guns and how it feels, it's going to mess you up a little bit. And, when you play multiplayer games like that, you want to make sure your reaction time is on point. So I wouldn't use the adaptive triggers in multiplayer. But when I first started playing the game, it was on and I was using it for like a couple games because I really wanted to see how like these guns felt. Listen, guys, listen to me. Open your ears and listen to me. Come close to the TV or to the phone or to the monitor. Come close. I need you guys to listen. These adaptive triggers are crazy. Yo, it really feels like you are aiming and shooting a gun. It's crazy. Yo, King Pro, what's good, man? It's crazy. Okay, let's start with the AK-47. That was the first gun I used on Call of Duty, right? When you aim in and you feel the resistance of the trigger, you feel because you're using an AK or using, you're playing COD or whatever, your brain is telling you, like, yo, you're about to aim a gun. It feels like you're aiming guns in the game. Like, you feel the weight of holding the gun and aiming it to your eye, to your face or whatever. You feel that weight in the trigger. Then with the trigger pull, the R2, when you pull in the trigger to shoot the gun, you feel it's not just like this loose feeling. You really gotta press because obviously you're shooting a gun. You really there's resistance there. The resistance accuracy within the adaptive controller is next level. This is I'm not exaggerating when it's guys. I swear to you. Listen, obviously I prefer PlayStation. You guys know this. I'm not bullshitting when I'm explaining this stuff to you guys. I really mean this stuff with all sincerity. This shit is crazy. This stuff is next level crazy. You understand? And when you're pulling the trigger, you feel the bullets releasing from the gun, and like, the trigger then resets, and you gotta, it's like if you hold in the trigger, it'll well, I never shot a gun, so I can't really explain how. Listen, when you hold in the trigger and the bullets are leaving the gun, you feel it in the trigger. You feel it in the triggers. It is next level. Let's move on to Astrobot. One of the best places, in my opinion, one of the best places that you experience the adaptive triggers is when you're in GPU jungle and you have to use the monkey suit to climb up the mountain. Listen, the resistance that you feel climbing up the mountain, it's like you're actually pulling it feels like you're actually pulling up like your own body weight, or you pulling up a human or something like that, pulling up something up a mountain. It feels that way in the triggers. You feel it. You feel the resistance because obviously you're hanging from a mountain. You feel it. You feel it. And the cool thing about Astrobot that I really do like and appreciate is the fact that when you're climbing up the mountain, you're not just using the triggers. You actually have to tilt the controller left and right in order to have his hand reach high enough to reach the next rock that he needs to use to pull himself up. You feel all of that. You feel all of that. It's crazy. And and that's the crazy part about this. You're feeling this just in the triggers. You're feeling that like tension. You're feeling the like there's two different sets of vibrations within the controller. You got the controller haptic feedback vibrations, but then you also have trigger vibrations as well, right? Where, like, so for example, again, I'm gonna go back to the monkey suit. When you're in the monkey suit and you hold it on to like the it's like this little lever switch that you got to hold on to, and it'll bring you to the next area of the mountain that you need to climb up. You feel that as you're holding on to that ledge, right? And it's pulling you to the next place. You feel the jitter in the trigger while you're holding on of the vibration of moving across the mountain. Like, you feel that. And it is crazy. It is crazy. Yo, ISS said, hey, Episona, all I hear is positive stuff about the PlayStation 5 controller from a lot of people. The only negative stuff I heard is from Angry Joe. He says the D-pad is not good as Xbox controller. What do you think? Let me hold the controller. I'm holding it right now. I need a PS4 controller. All right, I got my PS4 controller. I mean, the D-pad feels good to me. I don't really have an issue with the D-pad. I haven't played any fighting game. You know what? I'm not going to know if the D-pad is good or not, or as good as it is. Now, okay, let me say this. Holding the controller and playing around with the D-pad, it feels fine to me. The true test for me personally of how I'll know if the D-pad is great or not is in a fighting game. And I haven't played any fighters yet on the PlayStation 5 using the DualSense controller, so I can't really answer that definitively. But holding it and touching the D-pad, it feels fine to me. I mean, it feels like a D-pad. I don't know. It feels like a D-pad to me. I really don't feel an issue. But again, I need to play a fighting game in order to truly test the D-pad to see how great it is. But that's the adaptive triggers, right? And even the adaptive triggers in Spider-Man, when you're swinging, there's tension. There's tension in the trigger when you're swinging, because again, this is a full human being swinging from a web rope. You feel me? You're gonna feel the tension in the controller, which is crazy. If there's definitely some tension there, and when you press it slightly, you'll swing, but then the harder you press, the swing gets a little bit more gradual. It's impressive, man. Then Godfall, right? Godfall, I'm putting time into that this weekend. I'm gonna put a lot of time into that, just because that's another game that I've been really anticipating and I love. And I started it last week, but I kind of diverted my focus to getting these platinums. So Spider-Man Miles Morales was definitely a platinum that I wanted to get. So I just got that platinum yesterday. For those that follow me on Twitter, you saw that. If you didn't follow me on Twitter, I got the platinum in Miles Morales yesterday. Great game. Love the game. We're going to talk about it in a bit. But, even playing Godfall and using the weapons, right? Charging the weapons, and you feel when the weapons are fully charged, right? They do a good job. Now, granted, some games, the adaptive triggers and haptic feedback is more gradual than others. I will admit that. So, for instance, Astrobot, Call of Duty, Miles Morales. I haven't played enough of Demon's Souls to really make that decision yet, right? But with those three games, Astrobot, Miles Morales, and Call of Duty, you're going to feel. I feel like you will get a very heightened DualSense experience from that. Godfall and Demon's Souls, Godfall, it's definitely there, but it's I haven't played enough to really see everything in its full potential. You get what I mean? I haven't used every weapon, so I don't know how every weapon feels on the haptic feedback and adaptive trigger, so I can't really speak to that too much just yet. But I'll definitely go in depth with that at a later date. I didn't play. It's funny. I'm hyped for Sackboy. I haven't played Sackboy yet. That's one game I have not started yet. I'm gonna start that this weekend. Sackboy, because I'm really excited for this Sackboy game, but I haven't started it yet. I really haven't started yet, and I feel bad because I'm like, damn, man, I'm really excited for this game, and I didn't even start it yet. Sackboy is getting started this weekend for sure, right? Yo, Rollo, what's good, man? I don't know if I said what's up to you. Pixel Slapper, what's good? Okay, so let's move to the console, right? You turn the console on, you hear that dope, you hear the music and everything, and you smiling from ear to ear because you got the next generation PlayStation 5 and you got it on your big beautiful TV, right? And you just like, damn, I'm so excited. Hold on, you got to make sure you set those settings up, because some of the issues we've been seeing a lot of issues where people were having rest mode issues, people were having a lot of errors and things like that. Now, me personally, in terms of the rest mode issue, I have not been having that, and I know that they did put an update out either Monday or Tuesday. I forget which day they put an update out, but they did put an update out to fix the rest mode issue. So that should kind of be fixed. One issue I will say that I personally have had, right, and I put this PSA out on Twitter, I think it was yesterday, right, so quick story for you guys. So, it's yesterday, and, I'm turning on the console because, I want to play a little Miles Morales on my lunch break, right, and I turned the console on, and there's no sound coming through my TV, and, for you guys that follow me on Twitter, you guys know I just bought this TV literally 3, 4, like a month ago, I got the Sony Bravia X900H 65 inch, right? I just bought, this TV is brand new. This isn't an old TV. This thing is brand new, right? Fine. So I turn the TV on and there's no sound. I'm like, okay, let's not freak out yet, right? Let's make sure, let's see what's up. So I go to Twitter. I go to Hulu, Netflix on my TV itself, not on the PlayStation, on the TV itself. And I'm playing Hulu videos, no sound. I'm playing Netflix videos, no sound. I turned the TV off and turned it back on, no sound. I unplugged the PlayStation and turned the TV on, no sound. I unplugged the HDMI cables in because I have a sound bar, right? So I switched from the sound bar to the TV sound, thinking it was my sound bar, right? So I switched to the TV sound, no sound, right? I switched back to the sound bar, no sound. I unplugged the sound bar from my TV and plugged it back into the optical port, no sound. So at this point, I'm freaking the fuck out because I'm thinking, wait a second. I just spent a G on this TV. What is going on here? Right? So, instead of running to Twitter and complaining about the issue, like a lot of people like to do, I went and did research. I went and Googled the issue. Yo, Sam Ash, what's good, brother? I went and Googled the issues, and I found the article that was actually just released that morning talking about the issue of if you have the console, PlayStation 5 console plugged into HDMI port 3 or port 4, and you're using the enhanced format. And for those that don't know, the enhanced format of those ports allow you to do 4K 120 with the PlayStation 5. That format, there's a glitch in the TV software that is causing no sound to happen with the TV. So they say just change it to the standard format, restart the TV, and you'll be fine. I did that, and everything was good. So I was like, shit, okay. So there's quite a few people that would have gone to Twitter, complained, and not done their research. I'm just saying. But that's what I did, and it's fixed. There's supposed to be an update coming through soon that's going to fix that so that you can go back into the enhanced format. I've checked for the update on my PlayStation and for the TV, and nothing yet. I'm hoping there's an update for that sometime next week, or in the very near future, just so that I'm trying to play in that 120 FPS. You feel me? So there's that. But let's talk about the console now. So you turn the console on, you're super happy, you smiling from ear to ear, because, it's the PlayStation 5, it's next gen, you're happy, right? So one of the first things, you set up the console and things like that. And so one of the few things that I love about this console is how quick, guys. I said quick. Let me get close to the mic. How quick games download with this PlayStation 5. Listen, I have gigabit internet, right? And so one of the few issues with PlayStation 4 was the fact that, things would download fast sometimes, not all the time. And then even like with other things, once it downloads, once it downloads, it's got to do the whole copying thing, and that could take another hour or so, right? That was such a big issue. On the PlayStation 5, you still have the copying there, but it's lightning fast, man. Like I'm downloading like 50, 60 gigabyte games in like 10, 15 minutes. I love it. When I first got the console, my boy Barry in the building. Shout out to my boy Barry, man. That's my brother. That's my brother from another mother right there. The other half of What's Up PlayStation podcast. Make sure you guys check out my boy Barry. Shout out to you, brother. So when it comes to the downloads, even though it's still doing the copying on the PlayStation 5, it's still fast. It's still very, very fast, right? And it's downloading things very quickly for me, right? For me personally. Some people have work. Hey man, listen, what I tell you, bro. I told you, you were getting at me because you was off the whole week, and I told you I'm off Thursday, Friday. Those are days you go back. You feel? I'm just saying, my vacation starts today, so I'm good, and I'm off until December 1st. So your boy is happy. Anyway, shout out to Barry, by the way. But in terms of the downloads are really good on the PlayStation 5, and you're most definitely going to notice a difference if you're downloading games and you have good internet, right? Even if you got decent internet, I feel like you'll still see a change, right? Now, let's get into a quick dislike. For me, I hate a sloppy home screen, right? What I mean is the XMB, right? I hate a very sloppy XMB. One of the few things I don't like is the fact that we don't have folders. I downloaded a lot of games on the PlayStation 5 already. And, I have to go into the game library, go to my install games, and get to the game that I want to play. I hate that, man. Like, it doesn't seem like it's a lot of extra work, and it's not. But I'm just so used to having folders and having everything readily there and available that I just don't like the fact that it's not there, right? Like, the folders, I need folders again because I like to have all my stuff there front and center, right? And I don't like it. I hate it. I hate it a lot, right? Another dislike for me is the trophies, right? I love the trophies. I love trophies. I'm not really one of the ones that's like too hung up about the trophy sound, even though the trophy sound is definitely different. It's much more subtle, right? I'm not too mad about that. Like, I don't really care about, I'm not really that hung up about it. But my issue with the trophies is that, so when you go into the cards, right? So if you tap the PlayStation button and you go into the cards, it'll show you the trophies that you're closest to getting at that moment while you're in the game. It'll also show you suggestions of trophies you should try to get while you're playing the game in that moment, because those are the ones that are either easily attainable or you're close to finishing them anyway, right? I have no issues with that. But for me, I like to look at all the trophies. So for me to look at all the trophies, the way I do it, at least, people may do it differently, but I go to the game hub, go to the view the game, and then I go to the trophies, and that's how I look at all the trophies. Again, that's kind of just my own personal gripe. A lot of people might not necessarily have an issue with that. That's one of my dislikes, just because I don't like the fact that I have to go through all that, right? I would have liked to have had all of the trophies there front and center for me to see and kind of go through the list. I do like the card format of the trophies, but I kind of wish that you could also do a list format, right? Kind of like how it was on PlayStation 4. I kind of wish you could switch that. Hopefully they'll add that into an update pretty soon. That's definitely a issue that I had as well. Another another issue as well. I'm getting these issues out the way early so we could just keep talking about the greatness. But another issue that I had as well is that when you're downloading cross-generational games, it keeps reverting back to the PlayStation 4 version of the game, which is just very annoying, especially if you don't have the PlayStation 4 version of the game downloaded. It still reverts. Like, if you cut your console off or put it in a rest mode or whatever, and then you cut it back on, when you look at the version of the game, it's the PlayStation 4 version, and you have to go into the game content and change it to the PlayStation 5 version so that you can play. That's something that, they need to fix, or they need to just remove entirely and let it just be the PS5 version on its own, right? I'm trying to think of other dislikes. I'll think of more as we go through the show. Those are really my biggest standouts when it comes to dislikes. But so you get onto back to the positives. So when you get onto the console and you're seeing you see how snappy the UI is, right? First of all, when we first seen the UI when Sid Human showed it off, shout out to Sid. I was already in love with the UI. I was like, I love this UI. Obviously, I have my small gripes. One of those is obviously the folders, but I still love the UI and the snappiness and how it looks. But one of the things I said is I need to have this UI for myself to really play around with it and see if it's something that I really can enjoy, right? Yes, it's definitely something that I love and enjoy 100%. The UI is fast. The UI is snappy. There's a lot going on with the UI. There's a lot of different settings and things like that as well that you can really play around with and make the console yours, right? You get what I'm saying? So one of the few things that I do like about this UI and how things are set up is actually while you're in a game and you bring up that quick menu, it does provide you with a lot of good information, right? Even though all of the trophies aren't on display there, and which is funny because as much as I want to see all the trophies, I also still think them showing you the trophies that you're closest to getting is still a positive. So it's a bit of a negative and a positive for me personally, right? But, seeing like the trophies that you're closest to, right? So like if you're in a mission in Spider-Man and you pull up the quick menu, it'll show you that mission, to show you the time, show you the experience you're going to get from that mission, how long it takes to complete that mission, right? The collective, I tried out the collectible video things that you can do through the trophies, where like it'll show you where a collectible is. I tried that with Astrobot. Pretty dope, right? I really like that, like that quite a bit, actually. It was pretty dope. Just to see like how this would be for someone that it's not really into gaming or is not as experienced, how this would, it's definitely going to be a pretty dope, helpful feature for a lot of people that are a bit more casual, right? And then the game, the switcher, right? So we know that Xbox has the quick resume, right? So obviously I think switcher is PlayStation's version of that, right? Now obviously it's not going to, well actually it will, and we'll talk about that in a second, but switcher is actually pretty fast. I'm gonna be honest with you. I tested it out with Astrobot, with Spider-Man, with Demon's Souls, Godfall, even with Destiny. And Destiny's a last gen game, but even with Destiny loads significantly faster on PS5. And listen, for my Destiny players that played on PS4, you guys know, I'm not lying here. Destiny on PS4, it takes forever to just load into the game to get to the damn orbit so that you can choose where you want to go. It takes forever. Or God forbid you're in a match and you want to change a weapon real quick. To load the menus to change a weapon takes forever. To load the bounties to see what bounties you get, it takes forever. It is so slow on PlayStation 4. On PS5, instant, quick. Now, obviously, the loading is not like super instant like it would be in Miles Morales. But it's significantly faster. When I say significantly, it is significantly faster. It is much faster. And even loading to get to your character, to choose a character, quick. Loading into the tower, quick, right? Pulling up the menus real quick in the middle of a mission to change your weapons, quick, right? But the switcher ability in PlayStation is actually pretty on point, right? Like it changes games really fast. And then the cool thing about the cards, right? And this is why I love the cards. Like I think the cards is a fantastic idea, because the cards don't just show your trophies. They also show different activities that you could jump to, right? And one of the cool things about this is you can go to any game, right? So say you were in the middle of a mission, or you're at a mission in a game, right? The card will show, hey, continue. It'll say, so for instance, Godfall, right? One of the cards on Godfall, it's not a trophy, it's just a card, activity card. It's like, continue the story. You click that, and it's going to pull you straight. It's just going to pull you straight into where you left off in the story. Same thing with Miles Morales. You choose that, I want to do one of Spidey's training activities in Spider-Man Miles Morales. Boom. You're there. Instant. The cards serve multiple purposes, and they're not just there for show. And it's pretty powerful. Like, and this is why, like, Seto, what's good, man? Chris Hart, what's good? Jamar, what's going on, man? How y'all feeling today, man? Star Guardian, what's good? Dwayne, what's going on, man? Round of applause. Round of applause for all y'all. Seto says, my PS5 has been delayed 7 to 10 days after the 19th. The retailer was so bad, everyone is fighting with them online in my country. Damn. Yo, Seto, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I hope you get it sooner than the 7 to 10 days, man. I'm gonna be honest. That's messed up. But the cards are such a powerful tool, right? And this is why I really hope that developers really utilize these features within the console, because the cards can serve multiple purposes if done right. How these launch games have implemented them within the game itself, right? And you can set up different challenges within the cards to have people jump to that section and be like, it really just makes it a lot more simplistic in getting into the game or getting to the action as quickly as possible, right? The cards serve such a deep purpose that I really do like the card system and how it's set up. Trophies, obviously trophies. Like I said, it shows you like the trophies that you're closest to getting in that moment, right? Which I can appreciate. The other part of the quick menu that I like as well is the snappiness of it, obviously, but also the fact that, switching a game, joining a party, things like that are pretty simplistic and pretty streamlined and straight to the point, right? One of the things about like joining parties that I like is, it's funny because on PlayStation 4 I didn't like how this was set up, but on PlayStation 5 and actually using the feature and jumping in parties with Bari or jumping in parties with my best friend or whoever, right? They keep the console keeps a record of your recent players that you've played with or partied with, and you can just jump back in, and it's like, so say me and Barry want to play COD, right? He jumps in the party and notifies me, right? I just go straight to the game base real quick. I already see that it's there. It's super quick and super easy, right? I see what they were trying to do, but I think that update came out a little too soon on the PlayStation 4, right? It's not as streamlined or intuitive on the PlayStation 4 as opposed to how it is on the PlayStation 5. Because even, adding people into the party, simple. It's simple, easy, quick. PS4, you got to do the message, and then you got to do that. It's not as streamlined on PlayStation 4, and I think that's why it wasn't received well, even with myself. But on the PlayStation 5, it's actually streamlined much better, and it's done up in a much better way. But the PlayStation Store, I want them to actually kind of flesh that out a little bit, because the PlayStation Store, it's cool. Like I like that it's integrated into the UI, and I like how it's very intuitive, right? It's quick, it's snappy, but it's also, I don't know, the categories kind of, because the category sections is actually at the bottom, right? And they got the PS5 games, PS4 games, then you got the news section and things like that. I just kind of wish it was presented in a much more cleaner way. It's hard to explain without showing it, but it's like everything is kind of just there in your face. And I kind of wanted I kind of want things to be siloed a little bit better in terms of games and content and things like that. That's how I'll explain it. I'm trying to think what else. This console is amazing, man. The settings. Let's talk about these settings real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, if you got your PlayStation 5 or you're about to get a PlayStation 5 or whatever, this is a public service announcement, and I need you all to understand something. Make sure you all go through your settings and you set everything up properly and how you want it to be. Because if you just pop the console open, turn it on, plug it up, turn it on, and just play games, you're bound to run into some sort of issues, right? Go through those settings, people. Make sure everything is set up properly. If you're going to plug in an external, make sure all that's set up properly, and you've got your console games, your PS4 games being downloaded to the right areas and things like that. Just make sure all that is, because like I had all my stuff being downloaded to the PlayStation 5 memory instead of having the PS4 games download to the external. So I had to make sure that was set up. And then and this is just me personally, but so I do like the fact that with trophies, whenever you get a trophy, it takes a screenshot, but it also clips like a 30-second clip or something like that. I do like that. Only thing I don't like is the fact that my memory is limited. We only got 600 or something gigabytes of memory on the PlayStation 5, right? I'm not trying to waste that on that. That's a waste. So, you can also turn that stuff off so that your memory, you try to download a game and it says your memory is full, and it's like, full of what? And then you see like, oh shit, I've got like almost 30, 40, 50 gigs of saved trophy videos and pictures and shit. Like, definitely make sure you guys turn that stuff off if you want to, right? Again, navigating the UI, it's not really that much bigger of a learning curve. I actually think it'll make the experience of playing games and experiencing stuff on a PlayStation 5 much easier, right? Because things are quicker, snappier, more streamlined, and really the quick menu provides a lot up front of what you really are going to need. Like the core of the UI experience is within the quick menu. So a lot of stuff is there. Again, I would only want like actual trophy section to be put in the quick menu as well, right? All right, so let's talk about these games, man. The games look beautiful, right? One of the things that's so funny, right, about this generation is if you look back to last generation and the promise of 60 frames per second, right? A lot of people were excited about that, right? And a lot of people were hoping that this would, 60 frames would be the norm. When the PlayStation 4 and Xbox came out, we quickly learned that 60 frames per second was not the norm, right? And there were a lot of people, especially PC guys, that were harking on console guys as the reason why not to buy a console, even though PlayStation 4 sold 100 plus million and has some of the best games out this generation, and also has multiple games in multiple categories of the nominations of the Game Awards. We're not going to talk about that, though. That's a separate podcast that we're going to talk about. Trust me. Oh, you thought that Game Awards talk wasn't going to be talked about? This is just a PlayStation 5 stream. That Game Awards nomination talk, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that. Don't worry. That's a separate stream. We're going to talk about that, right? But 60 frames per second was something that seemed far out of reach for the PlayStation 4, right? Then we look at the PlayStation 5, right? And we're seeing 60 frames per second games. We're seeing 120 frames per second, COD in specific games and stuff like that. And, it feels very real that 60 frames per second will be the norm this generation, which is good, right? Options are always good, right? I'll be honest with you guys. With Miles Morales, I played my first playthrough at 30 frames per second. Judge me all you want, but I needed to see that ray tracing, those lighting. You see how beautiful that game looks at 30 frames. Are you crazy? I wasn't skipping out on that, right? Then I did my second play. Towards the end of Miles Morales, when I was like collecting trophies and stuff like that on my first playthrough, I switched it to 60 frames, just so I could see what it looked like. And my God, that world in that game looks phenomenal. And then obviously I did my second playthrough at 60 frames as well. I'm not going to speak on I'll just give quick impressions of the games. I don't want, because I know people are still playing them, so I'm not going to spoil nothing or anything like that. Astrobot is definitely a game y'all need to play 100%. Don't skip out on that game, because it's like a love letter to PlayStation. It's a love letter to PlayStation fans, because you go through every generation. You see all of the accessories, and it's great. Don't skip out on that. So many game references and things like that. I really want them to actually do more with Astrobot, because that Astrobot can be that can be the new mascot for PlayStation. It has that potential, especially after playing Astro's Playroom. It most definitely has the potential to be the mascot of PlayStation, or the face of PlayStation. I would welcome that 100%. Miles Morales, listen, as a comic book fan, as a Spider-Man fan, this game is amazing. 10 out of 10. It's amazing. If I was just someone just getting into gaming or something like that, the game is even more amazing. Miles Morales is everyone needs to play this game. I'm going to be honest with you. Even if you don't know anything about Spider-Man, it doesn't matter. This game is for everybody, and they just do so much right with this game, with the character, with the storytelling, with the characters, with the combat, with the swinging, with the world. Miles Morales is the fact. Listen, listen, guys. I need you all to understand me, man. Miles Morales is amazing. 10 out of 10. I love this game. I love this game so much. And I'll be honest with you guys, that ending, I'll just say this: my eyes were starting to burn a little bit with that end. My eyes were starting to burn a little bit. Real talk. Godfall, like I said, I've only put about maybe an hour, 2 hours into Godfall, but from what I've played so far, the game looks beautiful. 60 frames. It looks very shiny game, like with the metals and stuff like that they got in this game. It's very shiny and very bright. It's a very bright, shiny game, right? It's definitely very deep too when it comes to the combat, the RPG elements, the gear and things like that. And again, I can't speak too heavily on it right now just because I haven't put enough time to really give a definitive thoughts, but in terms of first impressions, the combat is great. Honestly, I don't understand why the game is a 60 on Metacritic. I'm actually pretty surprised at that. And that's, it's funny, seeing the 60 on Metacritic makes me want to play the game even more. Like real talk. Because I'm like, why is this a 60 on Metacritic? That's just with this game. Listen, that's just with this game because I'm anticipating this game so much. I'm kind of surprised that it's a 60, so I need to see why this is a 60, right? Demon Souls is, screw it, I'll say it. Demon Souls is the most beautiful game out right now. There is no game on any other platform. I don't care what platform it is. There is no game on any other platform, including PlayStation, that looks better than Demon Souls. Demon Souls is the best looking game out right now. I mean that 100%. There is no game out right now that looks better than Demon Souls. Now, you can take that how you want. The game looks amazing. And the world looks amazing. Blue Point. I really hope PlayStation snatches up Blue Point, man. Because at this point, Blue Point is bruh. I don't know what else to say. These guys and girls have shown their true potential and talent twice now. Shadow Colossus, which looks phenomenal. And now Demon Souls. And I know they did an Uncharted game on Vita, I think. I could be wrong about that. But Blue Point has shown their potential, at least at making remakes, right? They've shown their potential. And I think that warrants, for me personally, from a business perspective, seeing this Demon Souls, that warrants a purchase. That warrants an acquisition. For me personally, I would definitely be opening up the checkbook, Blue Point, let's sign these papers and get this done. You feel me? My only thing is with Blue Point is if and when they do get snatched up by Microsoft, no, snatched up by PlayStation. No. Let me get the Bible. We don't want to. No, we can't do that. Not Microsoft, PlayStation, Sony, PlayStation. Anyway, if and when they get snatched up by Sony and PlayStation, I want them to create their own original IP. That's what I want to see. I want to see them create their own original IP on PlayStation 5, and I feel like they'll do a great job. I really do. I want PlayStation to give them that. Give them that. I feel like they deserve it. Yo, Eric the Beard, what's good, bro? But playing Demon Souls, man, just the character, the character creation alone is just beautiful. It's just so fun to do, right? Then you get into the game and you see the world. And listen, I never played Demon Souls before. I know, guys. Persona, how are you a PlayStation guy but never played? I'm not really a Souls fan. I'm going to be honest. I'm not that big of a Souls guy. I never have been, right? I've never been a fan of Souls games. I'm going to be honest. Never. I'll try them and play them. But chances are I ain't gonna beat it because I'm just not really into that, right? But I'm gonna give Souls games another try, and I know some of you guys are like, Persona, what? You don't like Souls game? What? Oh my god! I'm gonna give Demon Souls the good college try. I'm really gonna sit down with this game and really try to master Souls games and try to master, this game and get good and all this other stuff. So I am really gonna try that, but I've just never been a big Souls guy, right? But getting into this world, right, and seeing the world and seeing how things are and seeing the enemies and the interactions and the combat, it's so beautiful. It really is beautiful to see, beautiful to play. I love it so far, right? And again, I've only put maybe an hour or two in a game. That's another game I'm really going to dive into, right? Call of Duty, right? Now, I know there's a lot of you that hate COD and think COD is not changed in X amount of years and blah, 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 blah. Listen, I get it, right? That's how you feel. That's your prerogative. Fine. I'm going to say this. Call of Duty, I have this really crazy, messed up love-hate relationship with Call of Duty. Because, and you know who understands this best? Bari. Bari understands this best because he also has this, like, if you've watched either of us play Call of Duty, you understand. Any COD player, really, right? Any true COD player, 1 minute the game sucks, the other minute the game is the best game to ever come out, right? That's just how COD is, right? Now, there's few CODs that just suck all around. One of the few CODs that suck all around is Modern Warfare. The one that just came out last year, Modern Warfare, that's dog. Like, I don't care what you say. I don't care. Even if I'm doing good in this game and I'm getting kill streaks and shit, the game is dog shit, right? This is the worst Call of Duty I've ever played in my life, and I stand by that. To the end of time, I stand by that. That game is dog shit, and I will never buy another Infinity War COD ever again because they just no. Since Vincent Pella left, they've just been dog shit, okay? It's dog shit. But Black Ops Cold War, the beta scared me, man. Like, I was very, very worried because Treyarch, I look at Treyarch as like the saviors of Activision when it comes to Call of Duty, because they have been the only ones that have consistently made good Call of Duty games. But even then, Treyarch is also a culprit of fucking up their Call of Duty games as well, right? Black Ops 4. The game is perfect. The game is perfect, right? Then they put Zero, which is a specialist that can hack your kill streaks, in the game and fuck the game up. Black Ops 3. The game is perfect. The game is perfect. Then they put these snipers in the game, or these weapons that you can buy in the game that are one-hit kills and break the game. The only COD that Treyarch is not fucked up is World at War and Black Ops 1 and 2. After that, because even in Black Ops 1, the FAMAS was the best gun in the game. If you guys remember back on Black Ops 1, that FAMAS was god tier. You understand? If you were running FAMAS, and the thing is, the FAMAS, you know what's so funny? The FAMAS is what... Oh, we're going to talk about Cold War. Hold on, we're going to talk about Cold War in a second. The FAMAS in Black Ops 1 was so broken. They had to nerf it down because everyone was using it. The FAMAS had low damage but high rate of fire. This gun, and it was an assault rifle. This gun was a monster. I was mowing fools down with this gun. You understand? Best gun in the game, right? And for those that have been playing Call of Duty for a long time, we know that, MP5 has pretty much been in every single COD, right? But this is how Treyarch is going to fuck up Cold War, by not nerfing the MP5. Now listen, guys, do I expect to kill every fucking person that I come across in COD? You're damn right I do, because I'm a motherfucking beast, right? But this MP5 keeps stopping me from doing that. Why? Because this gun is like a laser. There is no way that me using an assault rifle, shooting you across the map, are you beating me with a sub? There's just no way. It's not realistic. That just doesn't make sense. But when you're using the MP5, the thing is a fucking laser. It's gonna happen. Now listen, the game is great. I love the game. But there's certain things they need to fix in this game. I gotta be honest with you. They have to. They gotta fix it because it's just unheard of. I haven't played COD today or yesterday. Between yesterday and today, I haven't played COD. So they might have nerfed it. So I don't know. I don't know if they nerfed it or not. The gun needs a nerf. When you have entire lobbies using this gun, and you're trying to be different and use something like the bullfrog or something, and you're getting wrecked, you have no choice but to use the MP5. You have no choice but to use the MP5. Hold on, Treyarch. It's on. Oh, let's see. Hold on. I'm about to look at Treyarch right now. Hold up. Let's see. I don't see nothing on Treyarch. I don't see anything. I see that we've reduced the base effective damage range by 33% and adjusted the initial recoil for submachine gun alpha. What the fuck is alpha? I don't know what that is. Is that the MP5? Oh, yeah, they did. Oh, shit. Okay, so they did. This was 23 hours ago. Yeah, they did. Good. It needs to be nerfed. Let me share my screen. Good. That's good. It should be nerfed. Although I feel like it should be a 40% damage reduction. It's a sub. Subs are... Barry, that's not it. Barry, let me know if that's it or not. I feel like if it was MP5, they would say that. He played this morning. Barry said he played this morning. I trust Barry's opinion. If it ain't nerfed, it ain't nerfed. But it needs to be nerfed. It needs to be nerfed. Like there is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It needs to be nerfed. It's a problem. It's a problem. It's a huge problem. Like entire lobbies, right? Entire fucking lobbies. But anyway, Call of Duty, I'm playing it at 120 frames on my TV. It looks crazy. It looks great. Like, you know, and I've only played the multiplayer. I haven't played zombies. I haven't played the story, so I can't speak to that. I'm only speaking to the multiplayer of Cold War. It looks great. It looks phenomenal. I love it. Playing at 120 frames, that reaction time, my reaction time is like stupid crazy, man. Like, I love playing at the 120 frames on Call of Duty, man. Like, it is so fun. I love it so much. And Call of Duty, it's funny, Call of Duty is one of those games where on the PlayStation 4, if you're playing Call of Duty, that's all you're playing. You're not going into the quick menu. You're not saving no videos. You're not going to the XMB no, because it's going to fuck up your system. Because Call of Duty, for some reason, is one of the few games on the PlayStation 4 that just slows your system down. But on the PlayStation 5, this PS5 is eating at that Call of Duty. Quick, instant. I love it, right? I also tried some of the backwards compatible games that were boosted. So I tried God of War, which is a full 60 frames now. Looks great. It's only 1080p though. It's 1080p 60 frames with the performance mode. It looks great. What other game? I tried another. Oh, Ghost of Tsushima. Oh my! And this game already is very beautiful game, and it looks phenomenal, right? Yo, listen, when you're playing with that 4K 60 frames on Ghost of Tsushima, oh my God, that is next level. That is next level. It looks amazing. Honestly, it looks phenomenal. I love it. I love it. Another one that I'm so grateful about is actually Days Gone. So I didn't restart Days Gone. I just wanted to get on there to see how the 60 frames looks. I am going to do my new Game Plus playthrough of Days Gone at some point. But I downloaded it, and I wanted to get on there just to see, how quick everything loaded and how it looks now with the 60 frames, because they did a big, I think, 25 gig update of the game and all that stuff. Yo, Days Gone looks amazing. This game is beautiful with the 60 frames and the quick loading, and it's not glitchy and all that like how it was on the PS4, where there were definitely some bugs and things like that on the PlayStation 4 with this game. With the PlayStation 5, this game runs buttery smooth. Get the name right. He means frames gone. Frames gone. Yo, Seto, you funny. Anubis, what's good? What's good? Sinister, what's up? Yeah, but so the games themselves are great, right? They run great, they feel great, they look great. I'm happy as a PlayStation player, as an early adopter. I'm happy, and like I said, I wasn't having. I mean, there was a few errors here and there, and there was one time where I did get a error code. Like Miles Morales did freeze on me once while I was swinging, kind of froze, and I had to restart the PlayStation and all that stuff. But outside of that, I really haven't had any console breaking errors. No console breaking errors. It's just been pretty smooth for me, honestly, and I'm grateful. Knock on wood. I'm very grateful that my console experience has been pretty smooth for the most part, right? I think the last thing I'll say is, I'm glad to be in a new generation and experiencing these games at the fidelity and the rate that we're experiencing them. It's just, I'm happy. As a PlayStation player, I'm happy. As a PlayStation console owner, I'm happy. As a console player in general, I'm very, very happy. And as long as PlayStation keeps delivering, this is where I'm gonna be playing. Best place to play, PlayStation. You feel me? Best games, best exclusives. I mean, come on now, y'all know how this is. Not the magnificent. The loads on Days Gone are actually pretty. Compared to PS4, those load times are quick. They're pretty fast. It ain't no 5 seconds or 10 seconds. It's probably about 15, 20 seconds. You feel me? But listen, the best exclusives, the best multiplats. I started up, it's funny. I started up Assassin's Creed on PS5. Now, funny, yeah. For those that follow me on Twitter, you saw what I was dealing with on the PlayStation 4 with Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Can I get $1? Right? Skipping and all this other shit. Right? PS5, buttery smooth. Yo, this. It's smooth, man. This game was definitely built for the PlayStation 5, man. This was definitely built around next gen and not current gen, because I can't imagine playing through this game on PlayStation 4 at all. I just couldn't. It was skipping, it was laggy, I just couldn't. Right? PS5 with that 60 frames per second on Assassin's Creed. And again, I only played Assassin's Creed for an hour, right? It was great. It was really, really good. It looks really smooth, and it actually looks better than what I thought it would look, from seeing some of the gameplay we saw a while back. It looks pretty cool, so I like it. I like it quite a bit. I think that's it. I think that's it for me, man. The PlayStation 5 is calling me. I'm staring at it right now. So final thoughts and impressions. The PlayStation 5, if I had to score it right now just off of my first impressions, it's a It's a 9 out of 10. It's a 9 out of 10. The reason why I don't give it a 10 out of 10 is because, again, there's certain things that I do want the console to be able to do, like in terms of like the folders and things of that nature and themes and stuff like that. But those are more cosmetic features and stuff like that. In terms of just the core and the games and stuff like that, it's hitting out on all cylinders, man. And I can't wait. Like I'm grateful to be a PlayStation 5 owner, but I'm also like PlayStation 5 feels like a true next generational leap into like next gen. Like it feels, this console just feels and plays like a next gen console. Yo, Baltimore said, yo, Persona, did you talk about how you get notifications when somebody beats your speed run times on Astrobot and you can jump right in and challenge that time? Word? I actually didn't do none of the speed run challenges yet. I didn't know that though. Word? So you get notifications when people beat your speed run times and you can jump in and try to beat theirs? Yo, that's actually dope. Again, that's keeping communities engaged, right? That's keeping people engaged with the games. Again, PlayStation is hitting on all cylinders right now, man. You get what I'm saying? Everything about this console just feels next gen. It feels very next gen. How long has your DualSense last? So my DualSense, it lasts about 10 hours. Like it lasts about 10 hours. It was like maybe 2 days or so before I had to really charge it when it was like dying. It's a good charge. It's a good charge. It holds the charge for a pretty long time, I gotta admit, which I'm actually impressed about, because with the new haptic feedback technology and the adaptive triggers and all that going, you would think that the controller would actually die a lot quicker. It doesn't. It actually lasts a pretty long time. No lie. Yeah, it lasts quite a bit, honestly. But yeah, just everything about this console feels next gen. This is the start of a new gen, guys. We are a week into Generation 9 with the PlayStation 5, and man, is it going to be a great generation. If this is how we're starting the gen, if this is how we're starting the generation, it's going to be a crazy time, guys. And we got 2021 is even more crazy. Final Fantasy 16, God of War, Ratchet and Clank, Horizon, Deathloop. Oh my God, guys, we got so many more games on the horizon. It's gonna be crazy, guys. Strap in and prepare yourselves, because we in for a long ride. Is the disc drive loud as hell? I don't know, because I'm digital, right? I have seen people posting up videos of the disc being loud for a couple of seconds and then it goes quiet. I think what people have to understand, and this is also with PC and stuff like that, when you first when you first put a disc into a disc drive, the reason why disc sound that loud sometimes is because it's reading and copying the memory, the data and stuff like that from the disc into the system. That's why discs get loud like that. I remember when I was young and I was installing Windows onto my PC back when I was really young, the disc would be loud like that because it's spinning up and copying and reading the disc and putting everything into the system, right? Me personally, I can't imagine a disc spinning that loud the entire time you're playing a game, because that's just not logical. That's just not logical at all. That's not logical. And again, this goes to people that are blowing simple, small things like this out of proportion, right? Have you never inserted a disc into anything, right? No one's ever used a disc into anything. This is why I say it's funny when you see people post up some of the issues that they say that they have with these consoles and with different things. 'Cause I'm just like, again, you mad at a screw. So do you not have furniture in your house? Have you never built a desk? Have you never built a fucking drawer or a dresser or nothing? Like, you've never done nothing like that. So you got none of this shit laying around your house, right? That's what you're telling me, right? You've never inserted a disc into a console, so you don't know that when a disc first gets installed into anything, it spins up that fast to copy things onto the system. Like, you've never done none of this before, right? But these people are people that are techie, spec ops, and, I play this and play. listen, man, this is why I say a lot of these people in this community, they just so full of shit. And as much as they like to say that, oh, you're a biased fanboy and all this, they're the ones that act the way they do. No one's this stupid, right? It's crazy because no one is this stupid, or at least you would think no one's this stupid until you get on social media and you see the shit that people cry about. Are you telling me that no one has installed a disc into a drive before and heard that loud noise initially, which is them copying the information onto the system? No one has ever done that, right? What are we even talking about here? But these are the same ones that pixel count and all this other bullshit. And I'm like, my dude, you can't be this dense. No one is this dense. You get what I'm saying? No one. But then again, you get on social media and you see that people really are this dense. Like, come on, man. And that's why, I've kind of just been, I've been just playing the game. I'm be honest. Like, I just really been on my game shit. You feel me? Like, the console came out. I know I haven't done a podcast, and I wanted to make sure that I got on a podcast and talk to you guys about the console and stuff like that. But I really I've been just gaming like super hardcore. That's really what I've been doing, is just gaming. Man, ask Bari, ask like people that know. I've really been like just playing Spider-Man, Astrobot, COD, like Destiny. I just been gaming super hardcore. That's what I'm doing. I look on Twitter and I see these people posting up some of these issues, and I just laugh because I'm just like, have you never handled electronics before? And I'm not talking about people that aren't tech savvy, right? I'm talking about the people that are always on social media, pixel counting, RDNA, and all this spec ops and all this bullshit, and posting up these videos of like the disk drive being fast as fuck or sounding loud for like 2, 3, 5, 10 seconds, whatever, while the disk initializes with the system. Like, you guys are taking concern trolling a little too far. Because that's what this is. No one's really has an issue with this. No one has this issue. And the people that are sharing the video out do not have the issue. It's concern trolling. That's what this is. It's concern trolling. And that's why I look at it and laugh, because I'm like, you niggas, excuse me, you people, some of these people are still on social media all day trolling and not playing games. They more focused about the negatives of the console instead of playing the goddamn games. Guys, we've got games on top of games on top of games. At least on PlayStation. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Games are out. And you still talking about specs. The games are out and you quote unquote concerned about the loud disk drive. Games are out. We know the ones that play games. We know the ones who don't. Just look at their actions. Just look at their activity. Just look at what they do. Speaking of activity, I love that PlayStation now shows you how much time you've put into games, right? The reason why I love this so much is because some of the games that I've played, and it shows you going back to PlayStation 4 how much games you've played and how much time you put into these games and stuff like that. Guys, I put over 2,000 hours in Destiny. Ugh, my God. I put about 220 hours in Monster Hunter. Oh my God. I've put hundreds of hours into different Call of Duties. You get what I mean? I just love that it shows that now, because that's something that, those are stats that I like to look at and see, especially after I platinum a game or something like that. I would love to see how much time I put into the game, right? Not only that, but also now folks can really get exposed. And you know what? The console doesn't count idle time. So if you're not playing, like, because with Nintendo, you could sit at the menu and rack up 50 hours. In PlayStation, it counts the time that you're actually playing the game and not idle time. And the confirmation for this is actually Barry confirmed this with his Call of Duty stats. Because on Call of Duty, he said he had 7 days or 7 hours or 8 hours. But on PlayStation, it said he only had 6 hours. So that was actually 6 hours of him actually playing the game. So I'm like, okay. This is pretty dope. This is pretty dope, right? So that's dope. I'm not accurate though. Game with Sony, it does count idle time 100%. It does count idle time? Yeah? Huh. Either way, my times is high because I'm out here playing these games. That's all I'm saying. But, for these people, you got to start. It ain't even about the trophies no more, right? No, it's always about the trophies. But now I'm about to start asking fools, show me your time played in this game, man. That's what I want to see. I want to see your time played. Show me your time played. You really playing these games? Huh? Show me the time. That's what I want to see. Oh God! But listen, guys, man. I appreciate y'all. I do. I appreciate y'all support. Y'all know that 100%. Overall, the PlayStation 5 is, like the title says, a true step into next generation. I said a true step into next generation. Y'all know what it is, man. You feel me? But listen, man, I'm about to get up out of here because I'm hungry. And I want to play some games. What am I playing now? Because since I platinum Miles Morales and Astrobot, I'm actually gonna be moving. Now I'm in Destiny trying to like get my light up for the raid because the raid comes out Saturday. So I'm definitely on that heavy. Call of Duty. I'm a prestige today. I'm sure me and Barry will run some COD tonight. So that it's definitely getting played. Godfall. I know me and Barry are supposed to be doing a Godfall stream. That might happen either tomorrow or this weekend, or that might happen soon. But we definitely going to be playing that Godfall, running through the story, because you can play a story together with friends. So we definitely going to be running through the story and stuff like that with Godfall, me and Barry. So be on the lookout for that as well. And what else am I playing? Oh, and Demon Souls. I'm jumping into that this weekend. I'm really going to sit down and really... Again, guys, I don't normally finish Souls games. Like, Demon Souls 3, I got, what boss did I get to in Demon Souls 3? Oh, I beat the tree boss. So, that big open section where it's like this tree branch boss? I forgot the name of the boss. I beat that boss, and that's kind of where I left off with Demon Souls 3. With Dark Souls 3, right? I forgot the name of the boss. For you Souls fans, y'all know who that is. So, y'all will tell me in the chat. And Sekiro, what did I get to in Sekiro? I'm actually really far in Sekiro. That's the funny thing. I forgot where I am, though. The last boss I beat in I'm at the ghost boss in Sekiro. When you get to the village, and the village is got these spirits and stuff that's fucking with them, and then you go to this cliff area, and you got to fight the the Nato or something? I forgot the name of the boss, but it's a spirit boss. It's the spirit boss where it's a ghost and you got to fight her. That's the boss where I'm at in Sekiro, right? And Niho, I played the first 2 bosses. I was like, yo, man, I'm done with this. I just don't beat Souls games, man. I don't know why. Y'all can knock me for that. Oh, Sackboy as well. Yo, hold on, Batter. That Sackboy's getting played this weekend, bruh. 100%. Sackboy's getting played. Yeah, J-Run, yeah, Sekiro is actually a lot easier. So I'll definitely go back and finish that and plat that and all that stuff. Well, not plat it, but depends. I'll see how I feel. Because Sekiro definitely was easier for me to manage than the other Souls games. I just don't like Souls games, man. Bloodborne, what boss? I keep forgetting. You know what? I'm going to download Bloodborne. I'm going to get on there and show y'all what boss I'm at. Because I keep forgetting the name of the damn boss. It's the spider. Okay. Where I'm at specifically is there's a church. And there's this big ass spider on the church. and I have to go through the church and go through this little dungeon cellar area to get up to the boss. That's where I am. I'm like halfway through Demon Souls because I have quite a bit of I keep saying Demon Souls, Bloodborne. I'm like halfway through Bloodborne because I've beaten quite a few of those bosses in Bloodborne. Check my trophies. All right, I ain't no fraud. I've completed quite a bit of those trophies in Bloodborne. So I'm like probably halfway through that game. Yo, ring my bell. Yo, Barry, I got you, bro. So I'm hoping they do 60 frames on Bloodborne. Actually, I would definitely go back to that. And with Demon Souls, guys, I promise I'm going to not drop Demon Souls. Okay, I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna really understand the because I love RPGs, so the RPG elements, that's right up my alley. But the combat and like the boss fights, I'm gonna make sure that I get I master that stuff, and I'll beat Demon Souls for sure. I'll beat it. So don't worry, I'll really put time into that also this weekend and during my vacation. But guys and girls, I appreciate y'all so much. Round of applause for y'all in the chat. Y'all are forever appreciated. You guys know this. You can stream Demon Souls. Oh, nah, batter. Hold on, bruh. You trying to have me stream my L's? I don't do that. Y'all gonna be laughing at me during the stream and whatnot. That's y'all gonna I'm gonna be getting washed during Demon Souls, man. That ain't gonna be a good stream. Y'all just gonna be laughing the whole time. Eric said, Persona, if you beat any boss in Sekiro, you can beat Demon Souls. Oh shit, damn. Okay. Yeah, that man Eric pretty much said Demon Souls is a watered down Sekiro. I'm gonna hold you to that too, Eric. I'm gonna definitely really sit down and play through it, and I'll post up what I'll do is as I beat the bosses, I'll post up the videos to the channel so you guys can see them. That's what I'll do. And so any boss that I beat in the game, I'll post up the video of me beating that boss fight and let you guys see, and you guys can laugh in the video. But yo, listen, man, I appreciate y'all so much, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, share the stream out with your friends, family, with your grandparents, your aunts, uncles, mom, dad, your cousins. Share the stream out if you guys enjoyed it. Listen, Saturday, 11 a.m. What's Up PlayStation podcast. We've got a lot to talk about. We talking about it all. Me and Bari. Do not miss that. Also, guys, listen. Y'all don't want free money, and that's okay. That's okay with me, because I will gladly use this PSN card. I will gladly use these $100 PSN cards on some games. Y'all know this. What am I talking about? Listen, I'm talking about this What's Up PlayStation podcast. If you don't know, we are doing a PlayStation 5 setup contest, myself and Bari. The rules is on our official Twitter. I'm putting a link in the description right now. Go to our Twitter, our official WUPS Twitter, and listen, man, read the rules. Read the rules. If you we got two $100 PSN cards. That means $200 in PSN cards. Two $100 PSN cards. Two lucky winners will get a $100 PSN card for showing us their PS5 setups, right? It's a PS5 setup contest. You got to follow us on our official channel. You got to follow us on YouTube. And you got to, follow the rule. Again, guys, read the rules. I'm going to keep saying that. Read the rules. Read the rules. You understand? But listen, what will happen is we are going to choose the winners. But if enough people don't enter, we can't choose. Because if it's only 3 people, come on, right? That's not fair, right? And it's like we got 1 person, we got 2, we got 3. Oh, we got 4. We got 4. We got 5. So we got 5, right? It would be nice if we had like 10, so that we had like a big enough pool to kind of really look at them and choose. But essentially, you show us your PS5 setups, and me and Bari are going to look at all the pictures, and we're going to decide who our winners are. And whichever 2 winners they are, we're going to reach out to you guys and let you know. Make sure you're watching the podcast this Saturday because the winners will be announced this Saturday. And you both will get a $100 PSN card. Y'all don't want free money? A lot of y'all in here, y'all got PS5s. Show us your damn setups so we can see, what y'all working with. Pause. Y'all don't want $100. Listen, Cyberpunk come out next month. Y'all don't want that. If y'all don't want the free money, that's fine. That's fine by me. I was gonna use the card to buy Cyberpunk anyway. So listen, y'all don't want to post up the pics. That's cool. I ain't mad at you. I'll just use this $100 PSN card to buy Cyberpunk. The game look ass anyway. No, let me not say that. But, this game going through hell anyway. So, free money. But so post up your setups, guys. Read the rules. Make sure you follow the rules. Please, I can't stress this. Read the rules. Read the rules. And, show us your setups, man. And me and Barb, we're going to choose the winners tomorrow. We'll announce the winners on Saturday's podcast. Okay? Appreciate you guys so much. Please be safe out here. Enjoy the PlayStation 5. To my European listeners and friends, welcome to Next Generation. I know that the PlayStation 5 released today for you all on the 19th. Welcome to Next Generation. And to anybody else that is going to be getting a PlayStation 5 between now and Christmas, I also welcome all of you to Next Generation as well. I hope you all enjoy your PlayStation 5s. It is the beginning of a brand new generation with amazing games already out and many, many more amazing games on the horizon. And, man, I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great day. Please be safe. I'm about to go play some games.